these are the joys, honestly, of how I look at setting up goals that are smart, working hard, reaching them for your own good, own sanity, own happiness, and own joy. Midlife, how do I deal with midlife? The midlife, people always talk about it when you get to 40, when you reach this age, menopause. I've just been fortunate by God's grace. I haven't experienced none of that. Neither do I exempt myself or, think otherwise of women who go through that. We are all different. For me, I haven't reached anything untoward or abnormal or strange that I can say, look, when I hit my 40 age, and maybe because of what I was going through at the time, I didn't even notice, maybe. But even now that things are starting to settle in, it's been a breezer. It's been just a walk in the park, because I've always kept healthy, never had issues of cholesterol, high, low blood, anything like that, and through deliberate decision making, proper decision making, not compromising, not settling for what I don't deserve, not settling for less, not trying to fit in. I've just been on purpose for God's will. And my prayer has always been, Lord, keep me so that I can finish the race. And I know that I need my body, because I remember I once went to a radio station, can't remember which one was it. I think Metro FM or which one was it? Because where I said, when the body and the spirit, especially the body, it has to decay. So there's nothing wrong with growing up. There's no shame. People who, these talks around people who are 40, 50, women, men, it's in the eyes of the beholder. For me, I look at my body, for it to go to where it came from, which is dust to dust. It has to decay. The bones have to get weak. The skin has to change. The muscles have to get weak. The heart has to not beat same BPM, beats per minute, as it used to. But you don't have to get there looking like a wreck, like a car that's just been ran over. No, it doesn't mean get there looking like that. Take care of yourself, be good. The word of God says that when we die, we will get new bodies. I look forward to that one. But in the meantime, I look after the one that God gave me. So I haven't had any, even people, most women, they'll talk about changes in, sexual patterns, what they feel in the bedroom, all those things. For me, I haven't, by God's grace. And these are things we'll be unpacking as we meet women, because even young and old women, sometimes they experience certain things, different things happening in different things happening in their bodies because of hormonal changes. I haven't had any very drastic hormone changes, and neither do I confess them or call them with my mouth. No, I don't. That's something I don't. I look at even the history. I look at my own mother. She's not. If there's someone I have to look maybe as an example to say, did I inherit something? I don't see. She's just a strong woman in her 60s. My mom still, walks and still looks fit as a fiddle. So if there's someone, I would say I would look for any symptoms, probably be her. But more than anything, I haven't. Hormonal changes, midlife, all these things that, they make newsworthy news and products to be purchased and used. No for me. And it helps because of the eating, eating healthy, good oils. I take my omegas, 3s and 6s, my biotin, still do my checkups with the doctors. And so, from a healthy regime that I keep. So these are the things we'll be talking about in Ubuntu as we meet women from all around. It will be interesting to meet with such women, to learn from them. It doesn't mean sometimes you have to go through the path to experience it. Just hearing it from someone else, it's educational. So Ubuntu, that's what we are about. But personally for me, I haven't experienced anything like menopause or menopause or all the pauses that are out there. Nothing drastic, and as said, I've got no one else to thank but God for that, because it's by His design. And but more than anything, I make deliberate decisions. But personally, for me, no.
You made it to the end of this first Ubuntu Q&A series, and that says something about the kind of strength you are building. Not the loud kind, but the kind that sits in silence, stays through the storm, and rises again, soft but sure. Over these 10 episodes, we've talked about wellness, faith, and life, not from a textbook, but from the trenches, from the mat, from the kitchen, from the places where real women rebuild. This is just the beginning. We are talking Ubuntu across the continent and out into the world. One voice, one body, one rhythm at a time. So thank you for listening, for showing up, for choosing strength your way. Subscribe, share, and stay close, because the next chapter of Ubuntu is already rising.